Well, that sun is awfully close to going behind the mountain, and then things will change here. It is only 6:45. Back home it's been setting probably around 9 p.m. So maybe even later, 9:30. But up here, when you're nestled in the mountains like this, of course, it sets a little sooner. And I'm just fine with that because I'm exhausted. I'm stiff and sore. My body's taken quite a beating today. Took some ibuprofen. Don't get old, guys. 20 years ago, this wouldn't have fazed me. It's crazy how your body changes, how you're the same inside, but your body's like, what are you doing? So anyway, I'm looking forward to an early bedtime. Hiker midnight is usually what, 8 p.m.-ish? That's fine with me if I go to bed at like 8 and sleep until, I don't know, 6 in the morning. Still seeing some backpackers come up here, but mostly it's been peaceful and quiet. As far as dinner goes, we're gonna have the one I cut open. Menu 16, the Chicken Burrito Bowl. I don't know what's in it. We'll tear into it, check it out. Basically, I'm not gonna have a fire. It's one reason I brought these, is so I wouldn't be cooking over a fire or anything like that. And so the other two I'm gonna put in the bear bag and raise it in the tree in a little bit. Let me show you what kind of snacks I brought. Just give you an idea why my pack was so heavy. These bags are from Osprey. I got a pack of 3 of them from my son for my birthday a few months ago. My oldest son sent these to me. This is the first time I've been able to use them. I only brought one because I only needed one for this trip, but I really like Osprey's products. You might notice my pack is an Osprey. That was a gift from my other son for my birthday. I'm not sure about that pack. I'm still trying to come to some conclusions about it. It's a good pack. It's just kind of, it's noisy. It creaks a lot when I walk, and it's mostly comfortable. It's definitely not ultralight, but I'm not worried about that. So, but I do like the pack. I'm just still, this is like my 3rd trip with it, so I'm still getting a feel for it. Anyway, let's open this Osprey product. This is pretty cool. I'm not sure if these are waterproof or not. Seems like they would be. But here's everything I brought. There's my garbage. I always bring a Ziploc. I pack it out, and if I find other garbage and it'll fit, I pack that out too. I haven't seen too much garbage on this trail. I'm quite pleased. Got some Jack Link's pepperoni sticks. What else? This is going to be breakfast one morning. Corned beef hash. I don't have a frying pan, but I'm going to try to cook it in my cook pot. Should fit in there. Should be able to heat it through. It's a family tradition I started years ago. All of my kids, all of my boys, I have 4 boys, and they all pretty much expect this if we go camping together. So I decided to bring some. They make a smaller can, and that's what I was looking for. But unfortunately, I couldn't find a small can. So I'm going to eat this whole freaking thing, which is 640 calories. But, you know, I looked at my phone today, and it looks like I burned 2,300 calories. So this is, you know, just going to replenish what I'm losing. I don't know which morning we'll have that. Either tomorrow, Sunday morning, or Monday morning. I'm not sure. Probably Monday. I want to do something more simple because I'll hike out after breakfast probably. I've got 4 Cliff Bars, 2 of these crunchy peanut butter. Now, if you've watched any of my videos before, you know I'm not a fan of Cliff Bars, but they are a solid source of nutrition and energy, and I do like the ones with peanut butter. There's also a chocolate one that's caffeinated that I like, but I couldn't find that. I did find something close though. Oh, there's my water bladder. See, I brought this thinking I would fill it up and hang it at camp, but these 2 water bottles I brought are doing the job just fine. I don't hike with these full. They're too heavy, and I've had too many problems with them leaking. Platypus is a good one, though. If you're gonna get a water bladder, get a Platypus. That's a good brand. Okay, here's the other one. Peanut Toffee Buzz. So contains caffeine. That's gonna be a good energy boost when I need it. So the other one's is for when I got the munchies, and this is for when I really need a pick-me-up. I got 2 of each of those. Here's another Ziploc bag, you never know. I got some grits if I decide to have those for breakfast, but these were already in here, and so I don't know if we'll have grits for breakfast. Seems kind of, let's see. There's the other peanut butter bar. Oh, I have another Snickers. These are great. Source of energy on the trail. Look how melted it got. It's solid now, but it's all warped and mental. I don't know. Here are the other ramen noodles. I'll have these for lunch tomorrow. Joe buys these, and so I hopped on Amazon and found a case. They're kind of pricey, but they're chicken curry ramen noodles, and they're quite delicious. I eat them at home all the time. So today was Nicole Hikes a Lot's ramen noodles, the vegan ones, the seaweed, quite delicious, savory. And I've already had these, so I know what to expect from those. And this is really cool. I have 2 of these. This is the bigger of the 2. My son, Ash, my oldest son, made this, and what's in there is a pool ball. And then he wrapped it with some paracord in a magnificent way. Look at the detail he put into that. I don't know how he learns to do this, but he's very crafty with things like this. So what this is I'm going to tie my paracord here, and I'm going to tie the other end here, and instead of having to search for a rock and try to throw my bear bag up over a branch, this sucker is going to do the job. Pretty ingenious, Ash. Pretty awesome. I'm excited to try this out in just a little while, actually. So this evening I'm not going to need any of this because we're going to dig into the MRE, and of course they contain a lot of food too. I may or may not eat all of what's in there. So I'll leave this out. We'll put all of this back in. I haven't eaten in about 5 hours. I stopped 5 hours ago to eat the ramen that Nicole sent. So let me clean this up and we'll start on the Chicken Burrito Bowl. All right, Chicken Burrito Bowl. Let's see what's in it. This is always fun. Here's our accessory packet. This has, looks like coffee, gum, towelette, creamer, toilet paper, Splenda, and I think that's it. They're always a little different, each one of these. So there's that. Comes with tortillas. It says burrito bowl, but we'll do tortillas. That's cool. I'm gonna heat those up with the entree. Here's the cooking sleeve. What is this? Hot and spicy baked snack cracker. It kind of feels like Cheez-Its, maybe. Here's our heating bag, an element, a beverage bag. Here's our main entree, Chicken Burrito Bowl. It's very thick. This is going to be very filling, I think. I think it'll be enough dinner just to have these. But we'll see what else is in here. Hot sauce, apple turnover. Never had that. Don't remember ever having that in an MRE. I will eat that. I'll have a dessert. Why not? Okay. What do we got here? Cheese spread. Ash, this is all yours, dude. My oldest son is like, hey, if you don't want any of those cheese spread, you can have them. Or I'll take them. That's what I mean to say. It's all yours, dude. I like the peanut butter, not the cheese spread. Orange flavored, no fruit juice. So this is going to be a Gatorade type drink, and I will have that half a canteen cup, 12 ounces of water to contents and stir. I'll just put that in my little blue cup that Mr. Joe Shanks gave me. We've got the burritos and the tortillas. Dessert is the apple turnover, and our beverage is beverage base powder. So that's what we'll have. The rest of this will go in the bear bag, and we'll put these in the snack bag and get going on our main entree, if I can put it in the camera the right way. By the way, this is the little backpack I was talking about earlier. I got it at Walmart for super cheap. It unfolds into a little backpack, and I've had it forever and used it over and over. Easy to bring on a trip like this, so I've made the mistake of not bringing anything and trying to go on a hike. I literally stuffed my hoodie pockets and my hood once with snacks, etc. while I went on a hike because I had nothing to carry it in. So I don't make that mistake anymore. There's that. We're going to actually use this as our bear bag, as part of our bear bag. I'll probably hang them both. And that's because I'm going to have garbage and it's not going to fit. That bear bag, that other bag that my son gave me, is already overflowing. As you can see, that's not going to be easy to zip up, and I don't want to break the zipper. So we'll use Mr. Backpack here. We'll use them both. Now, as you can see, I filled up both of these bottles with new water from that creek, and because the creek is flowing really well, it not only filled up quickly, it's not as brown. So I've already put the tablets in there and got it going in both of these. So I'm not going to drink the beverage yet because these aren't quite ready. I still have a little while. I'll finish with the beverage, I guess, the orange beverage. But I can use it in the heating element. That's not going to affect anything. So we'll open this. Some more garbage. I really like MREs. I have 2 cases of them at home, and once or twice a year when I have some extra money, I buy another case. And it's not just for these trips, it's in case, you know, of emergencies and that kind of thing. So I'm a fan. I've had a couple that were doozies, didn't like them. I don't even think they make them anymore, which is probably good. See, I always overfill these things. There we go. Alright. I thought they might both fit, but I'm going to tear this bag wide open if I put them both in there. I don't know, maybe. Now that I got it wiggled down in there, I'm not feeling any heat, and that's unusual. There's a tiny bit. Maybe it'll grow. The last time I used one of these cardboard sleeves, I ripped it clean open because I was too rough with it. It's made for the military, but it was too rough. Look, it looks like I peed my pants. Alright, there we go. And since we can't have the orange base yet because of the water situation still being processed, we will eat dessert first because it's my camp and I can do what I want. Apple turnover. Ooh, looks good. Just the packaging smells amazing. Dang. This is one of those moments like earlier where I didn't realize how hungry I was until I put food in my mouth. As soon as I smelled that. That smell? There's a close-up look at it. Little chunks of apples in it. Tear it open. Oh! There's filling in the middle. For some reason my camera wants to focus on this. But if I turn it this way... Oh, there we go. I tricked it. See, it's filled with some kind of apple filling. It's good. It's surprisingly bland. It's not a shock of sweet that you get when you eat it. I would say it tastes like those pastries you buy in a vending machine. You know, it says it's a cinnamon roll, but it's really not a cinnamon roll. We are going to have a feast. I feel so much better, guys. I was worried. What you didn't see on camera was me going, I guess I should have told my kids I loved them. I did. I told them. But I seriously thought this is how it happens. You get dehydrated, you pass out, you get delirious, you get weak and tired. I can't believe the drain of energy I had. And now I drank that whole liter just laying in my hammock. And then I went over there, I suddenly had to pee, and I peed and peed and peed. It was still kind of brown, but this is part of being in the outdoors. You should know this. If your pee is dark and you're not peeing frequently, you're dehydrated. So I peed a lot, but it still came out brown, but I'm pretty sure that was the iodine. So, because this was clear when I got it from the creek, and I don't know if you can tell on camera, but it's kind of brown now. So a lot of that is the hue from the iodine tablets. And now that I only have 2 tablets in here, it'll probably be a lot more tolerable. That liter I drank tasted like aquarium water. It tasted just like, you know, aquariums get dirty and they have that algae smell. That's what it tasted like. It has been so hot down in the city, 100 degrees. They won't even let you, my city has a water ban going on. They won't let you water between 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. You can't water your yard, which is stupid anyway when it's 100 degrees. It's all going to evaporate. And I also can't have a fire in my fire pit in my own backyard because things are so dry. It's dangerous. So I live close to the mountain. Everyone who lives close to the mountain, they can't have fires in their fire pit. I get it. And this is why I don't have a problem not lighting a fire tonight. It would be nice to have the smoke to get rid of these mosquitoes, but I'm going to turn on my bug zapper in a little bit. There was a tick warning on the trailhead sign at the beginning of this hike, saying that they're higher number than there usually are. I have never had a problem with ticks, but the repellent I bought was for ticks and mosquitoes. And how long is it supposed to heat? Like 10 minutes? It's probably done. I don't know. It doesn't quite. It did not take off. This really annoys me about these heating elements. They either get super hot and work really well, or they hardly do a thing, and then you eat lukewarm food, and it's kind of gross. And I think that's what we're dealing with tonight. It's lukewarm. Let's get the spoon out and put these on a tortilla and feed my face. I'll try to share with you, you know, I always do. Okay, tortillas. There you go. Just regular tortillas, kind of smallish, but they'll do. 2. I'm going to use this rock as my plate. I'm pretty much eating dirt when I drink water anyway, so might as well. Yeah, that's hard as a rock. That didn't even... Wow, that's disappointing. Imagine being in combat. You've had the worst day of your life, and you just sit down, and it's finally quiet. You can finally eat. Things have quieted down. It won't even heat up. Now, look at it. It's like a brick. It looks good. Oh, great. It looks good. It's just like a chunk, though. It's rice and meat and beans, I think. And it's really dry. It's not even moist. The heat would have moistened it. Next time, what I'm going to do is what I've done before. Heat it in a little cup of boiling water. And it'll taste much better. Yeah. That sucks. That really sucks. That's disappointing. What I'm going to do is boil some water and try to heat it somehow, because I can't eat it like that. It's so dry and crumbly. I'm going to try to put it in there like this without spilling any into the water. Oh yeah, that's what you do. There's always a way. I tell my kids all the time. There's always a way. The bugs are coming out in full force, so I've turned on the bug light to see what will happen. Hoping it works. The sun has disappeared, clouds are moving in. Bugs will be drawn to the eerie glow of death. Oop, there we go. Didn't go in, but he flew by it, checked it out. Wonder if I turn it down just to the low setting. There you can see the glow. I don't even care if water gets in there a little bit, at least it'll moisten it up. Gotta have something to eat. Okay. It looks moist and warm. And I've moved the bug zapper over here because I seem to like it over here more than over in that tree. So let's make some burritos. And it looks like it's nice and hot. So, there you go. What do you think now? Looks good. Ow. That's much better. Holy cow. It's warm, it's moist, it's delicious. That's what I was hoping for. Nice warm meal. We'll add some brown water. To about right there. It's 12 ounces. Cheers. It's like Gatorade, which is good with how dehydrated I was. Still some settling in the bottom. Stuff never mixes well. I guess maybe if you shook it in the bag, but even then it doesn't really. It settles in the bottom. And you end up with a mouthful of powder at the end. Some of that could be the iodine. But it's nice to taste orange instead of aquarium. Nope. Stuck to the bottom. Alright, well, dinner is done, my friends. The camera is not fooling you. The sun went down, but it's still hitting the mountains over on this side. So it's light, but it is almost 8 p.m. And I just found out today that my watch, how cool that is, it's all wood. But the watch itself is not waterproof because there's condensation under the lens now. Anyway, haven't zapped anything yet. Maybe it has to actually be dark. My miniature backpacking death machine. Because they're buzzing around the camera. They're buzzing around me. Do they not see the irresistible glow? Come on, one zap. Just to make it worth my while. I know you guys want to see a bug get zapped, or at least hear it. Mosquitoes go for the highest part of your body. It's why they're always buzzing around your head. But I used to hold my hands in the air, and they would do. They would surround my hands. I think it has to be dark. Anyway, I'll shut up. Let's clean up. Yes. Well, the problem with these branches, that's not really very high. It came back down, didn't it? These trees are so full, it's hard to find just a single branch sticking out that I could throw it over. So it gets caught in the other branches and it makes it easy for critters to get to. I'm kind of struggling here trying to find a decent branch. That's not going to work. I think I see a tree over there that might work. Let's try again. This is a pretty tall and sturdy pine tree. The branches are a little more spread out. So I'm going to try this this branch right here is actually pretty good distance up there. I just have it kind of zoomed in, so I'll aim for that. Wrong one. A little more muscle. It bounced off. Go to bed. There we go. Not that one. There. That's the one I wanted. The branches are just so thick. So I'm going to zoom in a little more. There we go. The light was kind of messing with it, but they're right there, hanging from that branch up above. Not the best hang I've ever done, but I'm tired and there's no other trees around here that aren't like Christmas trees. That's the only one with branches really sticking out. So that's as high as I could get it without it getting stuck up there. So that's that. I think the rest of camp is cleaned up. I'm gonna take this off the tripod, set up the trail camera, aim it at camp on this tripod. The only thing still out is the bug zapper. And I just don't feel like staying awake anymore to see if it works. I still got tomorrow night too, so I'll give it a try then. Okay guys, it is officially 8:15. This guy wants to crawl in the tent and go to bed. Okay guys, I am in the tent. It's dusky outside now, so it took me a while to get settled, but I have to say about this tent, I really like the pockets. Look at everything it's holding. It turns out, even though it doesn't have the net ceiling up here, there is a place for this to hang. There's only one problem with it, and that is it's a hoop, not a hook. So whatever you hang there has to have a hook. So my glasses are up there, which is good. But if I wanted to hang my lantern up there, there's no way to hook it up there. I would need to put a hook on this. So that better idea would be put a little plastic hook. Now, in the models I saw online, one of the selling features for me was a net that went right here that held all your stuff. But I'm not too upset that this doesn't have it, because we have all this net space at the head of the tent. So that's very cool. I do like that. It's humid in here, but I opened these little side vents. They have little sticks, see, holding them open. There's one there, and there's one here. And since I opened them, the humidity has left, so I feel a lot better about it. I'm warm enough, I don't even need my quilt on right now. I'm gonna take some melatonin, listen to an audiobook or some soft music or something, and just let nature do its thing. It feels good to lay down and be going to bed. Whew. What a day. This trip is proof that sometimes things just don't go well. We'll talk more about that tomorrow. I've been thinking a lot about what I did wrong. I'm an experienced backpacker, but there are reasons that things happened the way they did, and we'll talk about those tomorrow. As for now, I'm charging batteries, and I'm gonna take melatonin. And oh, look at the, I'm filming on my back. It kind of gives you the impression that there's no room in here, but I'm sitting up. I'm 5'10", not that that matters, I'm sitting, but there's a good distance between my bald head and that net. Probably from the middle, I'd say 8 inches. There's lots of room to sit up in here and move. Easily 2 people could fit in here. Some people have described this as a palace, that it's huge. I don't feel like that. I feel like this is roughly the same size as any 2-person tent, but the vestibules make all the difference, because you've got this big vestibule here holding my entire backpack in it, and over here, here's an empty one. You've got lots of space. If you have 2 people in here, all your gear can go in there, and you can actually fit 2 people in this tent. So a lot of people know that when it says 2-person tent, it really doesn't mean it fits 2 people. This tent holds up to that. There's plenty of room for gear, plenty of room for 2 people to lay down. But hey, if you lay down with someone in here, better be starting a family, because if it's your buddy and you're not intimate, then chances are it's going to be very awkward. But otherwise, I have plenty of room in here. And do I think I could fit my 2 little boys in here? No, I think we'd be crammed in here. But one of them could, easily. So yeah, 2-person, 2.5 maybe, because of the vestibules, because you can put gear in there, compared to a regular 2-person tent. And so far my impressions are really good. I really like it. Maybe it'll rain tonight and I can see how it does with some sprinkling. I don't know. I was sprinkled on a little earlier, but I barely felt it. Anyway, I keep talking. I talk a lot when I'm tired. Don't know if you've noticed. Sweet dreams, my friends. I will see you in the morning. Good night.